Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to dive into the top 10 most popular dog breeds within the UK as of this year. Wherever you live, we love our amazing pets. So let's dive into this wonderful list which will hopefully give you breeds to consider buying. Is your dog included in this? Number 1 on the list is a Labrador Retriever, which work well if you have an active household. They love the water, they're affectionate, intelligent and really playful. So let's talk about the pros. They're reliable and a perfect pet for families. They are good-natured, highly dependable, they are social dogs, easy to train and have low maintenance when it comes to grooming. They develop strong bonds with the family, but they can start getting used to being alone if they're trained properly. Like everything in the world, they do have downsides, which include needing a lot of mental and physical stimulation. When they're young, they can be quite bouncy, and when they're puppies, they're really cheeky and naughty, but don't let that stop you. Number 2, we have the French Bulldog. They are just as cute as their little face suggests. Part of its appeal, actually, for most people, is its oversized ears. The pros are, they're good with children, but they should be supervised during that time. They're happy in an apartment, or even a house, so they're not that fussed where you live. They're fun-loving, cheeky, and a good choice for your first ever dog due to their low maintenance and their beautiful personalities. They are people-orientated and adaptable. They have low shedding and only need shorter walks a few times a day instead of one ginormous walk. So let's get down to the bad things. They're expensive to buy. They can take longer to train because they're so stubborn and demanding. You can't pamper them too much, otherwise they start developing short dog syndrome. They can get quite possessive with their family. If their coat isn't cared for properly, then it can really smell. They don't like it when being alone and can have separation anxiety. They overheat quite quickly in the warm weather due to their flatter faces. So maybe buying something like a cool mat would be a good idea to invest into. Number 3, we have the Cocker Spaniel. The pros are, they're a nice size and adapt well to apartment living. They're lively, playful, good-natured, people-orientated. They're good around children. Now the negatives are, they can develop separation anxiety when left alone. They're quite high to maintain when it comes to grooming. They need to be trained socially, and they're not very good around toddlers or young children. So if you don't have them, then that's great, this is a perfect dog for you. But if they do, then maybe take that into consideration. And they often draw when excited and shed quite steadily throughout the year. Number 4, the Bulldog, which are mainly known for being intelligent, loyal and a devoted companion. They thrive on lots of exercise and mental stimulation. When it comes to grooming, they are low maintenance, they're excellent guard dogs and very good around children of all ages. Now let's talk about some of the negative aspects. They're not the best choice for first-time dog owners, and they can show a more dominant side to their nature without the right sort of socialization. They can be aggressive towards other animals and people. They're known to be quite stubborn and strong-willed when the mood takes them there. They're not the best choice for first-time dog owners. Their vet bills can be quite high because they're known to suffer from quite a few health issues. And also they have a very high prey drive. Number 5, the miniature dachshund. They're loyal, affectionate and good with people of all ages, including older children and younger children. You get the gist. So miniature dachshunds are highly intelligent little dogs. They're playful and fun-loving by nature. They're full of personality and they're low maintenance when it comes to grooming. So the downsides are they can be really stubborn when the mood takes them there, which can make training just a little bit more challenging, and they are difficult to house train. They do have a tendency to put on too much weight. They can be overprotective if they're not well socialized enough. They like the sound of their own voices, which can be led to excessive barking. They are known to suffer from quite a few health concerns, so vet bills can be quite high. They're not the best choice for first-time owners or families with very young children. Number 6, the English Springer Spaniel. These spaniels are loyal, affectionate and trustworthy. They're even-tempered and calm. They're versatile, so they're wonderful with children of all ages, and they're the perfect companion if you have an active family, or if you yourself are active. Which brings us to some of the cons. So they can be extremely energetic, active dogs which need a lot of exercise. So you kind of need someone there, or at least to hire somebody to take your dog for a walk. They're quite high maintenance when it comes to grooming and tend to get quite mucky, and they do have quite a few health issues, as a lot of dogs do, and people too, and any animal really. So number 7, we have the Golden Retriever. The pros are they are the most reliable and trustworthy breeds around. They're extremely adaptable and fit in with most people's lifestyles. They can remain very puppy-like, even when they get into their golden years, always eager to please and perfect for first-time dog owners. They're highly trainable thanks to their intelligence and keenness to please. They're very social by nature and get along with everyone, including other pets. The downside is they can be quite mouthy, which happens a lot when they're younger, so it's best to get that sorted out through training before it becomes a big problem. They're very hard to maintain when it comes to grooming. They do need a lot of exercise and mental stimulation. They get distracted very easily sometimes and get distracted by things that goes on around them. They do shed a lot of hair all year round, but even more so in the spring and autumn. They're known to suffer quite a few health issues, so the vet bill can be quite high. Number 8, we have the loyal German Shepherd. So the pros are they're highly intelligent, and in the right hands they are very easy to train. They're extremely loyal to their families, they're very good with children, and they're very protective. Hence, they make very good watchdogs. They excel at many canine activities, they're trustworthy and dependable when they're actually bred correctly. So be careful where you get them from and do your research. So the cons are they're not quite the best choice for first-time owners. They can suffer from quite a few health disorders. They need a lot of mental and daily exercise. They're not suitable for apartment living, and the bills can be quite heavy. So number 9, we have the Pug. These small and sturdy dogs are highly adaptable and are happy living in an apartment or in a house as long as they're with their family. They're highly adaptable and easy to maintain on the grooming front. They're incredibly sociable and affectionate by nature. They're very playful and we're quite clownish. They don't need a lot of exercise and they're very loyal. Now some of the things that you definitely need to take into consideration. So when they're puppies, they play really hard and they can make a little bit of a mess, so it's best to start training them from a young age. They're high maintenance on all fronts. They need a lot of mental stimulation to be a truly well-rounded dog. They can suffer from separation anxiety when left alone for too long. They do snore, which isn't an issue, but they do snore quite loudly, so you may need some earplugs. They are known to suffer from flatulence. They are quite heavy shedders as well, especially during the spring and autumn. And again, they're quite prone to suffering from quite a few health issues because of their flat faces. But the good news is that there are certain surgeries out there which actually help that and make it easier for the dog to breathe so they don't have these issues. So last, we have number 10, the Staffordshire Bull Terrier. These dogs are confident, friendly and good all around, all children of ages. They're very people orientated, they are high spirited, they're energetic and they love playing different types of interactive games. They're low maintenance when it comes to grooming. They're a great choice for first time owners, providing they have the time to socialise them properly and train them. The cons are they don't like to be on their own, which can lead to separation anxiety. They require a lot of mental stimulation and daily exercise. Early socialization is an essential because they can be quite destructive when they're bored, they can be aggressive towards other dogs, and they can be incredibly stubborn. So training must start from day one. They need a firm yet fair hand when it comes to handling. So now for some honourable mentions. We have the Border Terrier, the Whippet, the Boxer, the King Charles Spaniel, Pomeranian, and a lot more. If you want to find out more information, you can always go to the link which will be put into the description.